If you own property in downtown Seattle, you may owe a $20,000 bill, and most homeowners have no idea this is even coming. What's up, Seattle property owners? My name's Brendan Klaus, your favorite Seattle area realtor. Today, we're going to talk about if you got a mysterious tax bill in the mail recently and you're worried about buying property in downtown Seattle, this video could save you thousands of dollars. I'm breaking down everything you need to know about Seattle's Waterfront Local Improvement District Assessment, a $160 million bill that's hitting over 6,000 property owners in Seattle right now. Here's what happened. In 2019, Seattle City Council passed a massive $737 million waterfront renovation project. Now that we're seeing the fruits of that labor, it is quite nice and it's bringing a lot of attention to the waterfront. But to pay for it, they created what's called a local improvement district, basically a special tax zone where property owners and commercial buildings help fund improvements that supposedly increase the value of their property. The LID, Local Improvement District, covers over 6,200 properties from SoDo all the way to Denny Way and from Elliott Bay all the way to I-5. So it's a huge chunk of downtown Seattle, Belltown, and South Lake Union, not to mention south of downtown, close to the stadiums. So let's talk about how much will you pay. This is where it gets expensive. The city is collecting a total of $160 million. And here's what property owners are typically paying. For condos, the average is about $2,400. For commercial properties, the average is about $7,400. And for rental apartments, the median is $1,300. But some homeowners are getting way harder than that. One condo owner I found was charged a $20,000 bill, and another property owner faced an $11,000 bill. The city calculates your bill based on how much they think the waterfront improvement will increase your property value. Here's the legal drama you need to know. Here's where this gets really interesting and expensive for the city. Multiple property owners sued Seattle, claiming the assessments process was arbitrary and capricious. In March of 2023, a King County judge actually sided with those property owners and ordered Seattle to refund about $16 million in taxes. The judge found that the city failed to consider COVID's impact on the property values and didn't follow the proper appraisal standard. Now, there is a plot twist to this though, because in April 2024, the Washington Court of Appeals reversed that judge's decision. The appeals court ruled that Seattle's LID assessment, their assessments were valid because they were calculated in November 2019, before the actual COVID pandemic started. That's all the legal drama that's gone down so far. Here's the payment timeline and options for you. If you're subject to this tax, here's the timeline. The city started collecting the tax payments in 2022. You had a 30-day window in August of 2021 to prepay the entire tax without interest, but that has come and gone. Now you're looking at a 20-year payment plan with interest, or you can pay the full amount upfront if you choose. The good news is that the waterfront project is almost complete. The Overlook walk opened in October 2024 last year, and it looks beautiful. It is really nice. It connects the market down to the water, and the final pieces, including Pier 58 and the remaining improvement projects, are going to finish opening this year in 2025. So if you are facing a LID assessment, here's what you can do. There are low income deferrals. So if you make under $45,000 annually, or you're a senior or disabled, you might qualify for 100% deferral. There's also a 50% deferral for those making under $57,000. There's also a city deferral program. So Seattle offers a 2-year deferral for people at 200% of the poverty level. And then there's also an appeal process. So you can protest the LID assessments, but you only have 30 days after the formation ordinance. For regular property tax appeals, you need to contact King County's Board of Appeals and Equalization to do that. So if you are a homeowner, here are the red flags that you need to watch out for. These are the warning signs that every property owner should know. If you receive a prepayment assessment notice in the mail, if your property is located between SoDo Metro and Denny Way in that area. If you're near the waterfront like Pike Place Market or Pioneer Square, you need to be aware. And if your property bill suddenly includes a LID assessment line item. If you're thinking about buying and selling going forward, what does this mean for you? If you are thinking about buying or selling in the LID zone, it is crucial information for you to be aware of. Some sellers panicked about this and sold early to avoid the assessment before 2020. And if you're a buyer, you need to factor in these ongoing payments into your purchase decision. If you're thinking about selling in the future, I might recommend not necessarily paying this all off either, because the assessment stays with the property. So if you sell your property, or if you're a buyer and you take the property, you're going to take on these payment obligations with the property that you now own. If this video helped you understand Seattle's waterfront LID assessment, hit that like button, because when you know more about your property taxes, you can be a better buyer and seller because you're more informed. Subscribe to the channel for more Seattle real estate insights, and if you're dealing with the LID assessment right now, drop me a comment below because I'd love to know what your experience has been so far. Remember, when it comes to buying or selling property, knowledge is power. And the more you understand about these assessments, the better you can protect your investment or plan for your future investment. I'll see you in the next video where I break down what's going on with the Seattle property taxes in 2025. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next time.